Hi everyone, I'm Ian Denny, and the question in your mind is, why is this bald, not so young bloke qualified to help me write LinkedIn posts to generate clients? It's actually useful because of the topic this week. We're going to show you some of the secrets of LinkedIn, things that took me a long time to discover, a lot of experimentation, a lot of mistakes. And I'm going to go backwards in time, actually. So I'm going to go right back to the beginning. So in reality, I'm a recovering PPI salesperson. Back when I was 21, I was brainwashed by one of the banks to sell this absolutely god-awful product. And to my credit, I actually quit as soon as I discovered how awful it was. And really, that left me disillusioned with sales. And I thought, I'd rather people come to me rather than me pick up the phone and force a sale on somebody. That failed too. I thought I knew best. So I decided to study. So I picked up a book by a guy called Drayton Bird, Common Sense Direct Marketing. And I picked that up after I'd been studying marketing for the Certificate in Marketing qualification, which didn't apply to the small business I was working for. That's where I made most of the mistakes. It was all theoretical. That book was practical. As soon as I started using that, the company I was working for, the turnover doubled, and I got quite carried away with myself then. Next company I worked for, turnover doubled within about 4 or 5 months with a particular project I was doing. So I set up in business for myself, did particularly well with an IT support company. That grew very rapidly indeed, but it was a victim of the credit crunch. So direct marketing was the key. Everything I did was based around producing messages which resonated with people. And I guess one of the key things I learned from Drayton Bird's books was that you can actually be quite human with people. Even if they're a chief executive or somebody really senior, you can still talk to them like a real human being. And so for my next venture, LinkedIn, I tried to apply all of my direct marketing skills to LinkedIn, and it just didn't work. Everything I tried, I get 40, 50 views, sometimes 100 or a couple of 100. And when I was about to give in, I noticed that my profile views one day was 660. So I just quickly typed out a quite irreverent post. It was tongue in cheek, really, but I just said, I won't be able to sleep tonight if I go to bed on 666 profile views. So can anyone just click and view my profile so we'll go over it? Because I'm quite superstitious. Now, unlike virtually every post before, I got the human reaction. There was about 2,000 views on that post, loads of likes and comments, and people sharing the fact that they were superstitious too. But obviously, that doesn't get you sales. So I was curious to know what had actually happened. And I went back to some of the first things I learned in direct marketing, which is talk to people as real people. Because people buy people. So that led me to, I suppose from my time in IT, I'm kind of an amateur geek. I'm more of an enthusiastic amateur rather than skilled. But I needed to know how this algorithm worked. So I studied I found the LinkedIn engineer blog. This is where the people who write the code, which dictate what's displayed on your newsfeed, actually, they didn't publish the algorithm, but they gave a few clues as to how it may work. So I tested that. And it's actually not really the algorithm. It's a reflection of how human beings behave and relate to each other. So I found a few clients, and everything I did worked for them too. One of those clients, for example, we're currently on, we've been with me for a couple of years now. I've had 3.3 million views on their posts. The average is 8,900. Now that ranges, and you can get so much of 4,000 or 5,000, right up to 115,000, I think was our top one. The best individual post I've done for anyone is over 500,000, which was for a job seeker, which actually had her inundated with interview offers. And that's pretty much me up to date. That's my whole background. And that's what I do. But I realize there's only one of me, because I tend to write the post as a kind of ghostwriter for a lot of my clients. I have to get to know them as individuals. And it's quite an in-depth process to reflect who they are as human beings, what their beliefs are. And that's why I've partnered up with Pam to run this challenge, because I'm quite keen to show as many people as possible how they too can do the same thing. And that's what we're going to do this week. We're going to focus on a relationship building post, the things that attract the clients and start the conversations. And once you start those conversations, that's how it leads to business. So hope that's been useful. I'll see you on the challenge. Thank you.